Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video. As you can see, today we are back on World Zero because they just went ahead and dropped a brand new update, which not only introduced the brand new World 6 with the Atlantis themed Tower 2, but it also introduced the brand new Dragoon class. Now, before you guys go into my comments telling me how did you get this, there's absolutely no way that you farmed for this, and you would be absolutely correct. I actually paid Robux for this. And some of you may be asking, well, why would you do such a thing? Because that is half of the fun in the game. You need to grind in order to really be able to enjoy these updates. And to that I have to say, well, I wouldn't have been able to make this video, so I kind of needed to buy it. Now, personally, I did go ahead and kind of search up on YouTube, something that I don't really do too often, to see if anybody had covered the brand new class, which honestly, I've been enjoying it. As you can see, I have already been playing a little bit. I'm level 77, and I do have the legendary spear. But honestly, I was really surprised to see that a lot of people are not enjoying this class. But I'm going to try my best to go ahead and give you guys a quick little breakdown on how I understand the class myself. Obviously, some of this information may be a little bit off because I've only been using the class for the last couple of hours. This is just more or less how I'm understanding the class. So the very first ability that we're going to be taking a look at is called Infinity Strike. It says launch towards your foes, land a crit hit to trigger Dragon Chain. Honestly, when it comes to mobs that aren't boss, like for instance the sea serpents that are right here in front of us, this attack is insanely OP in my personal opinion. I mean, I can literally take any of these out just like that. Like, it was gone in the blink of an eye. I don't understand how people don't like this class, because just the E ability in itself is so insane to me. I mean, and it never lets you down. Look at that. It's just like chop, 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 and they're gone. The next one I'm going to show you guys is called Dragon Multi-Strike Attack. It says unleash devastating blows, continues Dragon Chain when flashing. This one is nothing too crazy. The animation is really cool though. I'm going to show you guys right there. So you have these dragons that kind of come out, and your character goes ahead and does like a bunch of attacks. But again, it's not as strong as the first one, but nonetheless, it is pretty decent when you go ahead and combine it with everything else, which leads me now to the final one before we go ahead and show you the ultimate. And this one is called Dragon Slam. It says leap into the air and crash down, completes the Dragon Chain, enables Dragon Mode. This one is actually pretty cool. It's an area effect. So when you do press F, your character kind of jumps up in the air. You have a circle that comes out on the ground. You can still move that circle around to get the enemies inside of it. And then basically your character comes crashing down and does a giant slam. So if you notice, I'm going to go ahead, press F here. The circle comes out. I can still move around, and then he comes down and does a slam. Now for the final one, it is going to be the ultimate, which is called Dragon Wrath. Summon a giant spear and destroy your enemies, grants a longer dragon mode. For this one, I have to say the animation is pretty sick, dude. Like, look at how cool this looks. First off, your spear turns huge, and then these dragons come out of the ground, which actually do damage as well. And it just looks really, really sick, dude. Now to kind of break down how the class more or less works and how I'm at least interpreting it. So if we go ahead and read the primary attack, it says landing crit hits will mark enemies. Marked enemies take more damage from other skills. Now, like I said before, when it comes to these individual mobs, I don't really spend too much time. I just use the E ability and it takes care of them in 2 seconds. On top of that, the cooldown for it is 3 seconds. So this ability in itself outside of bosses is perfect. But for a boss battle, it's a little bit different. What I like to do is I come in with my primary attack, and then you'll notice that after a little bit, once I land a crit, an X is going to appear over their head. So if you notice right here, this little X, that I believe is what's called the dragon mode. So once that X comes out, you can go ahead and use your E ability. After that, you can use the R and then the F. And as you go down the chain, the attacks become stronger. For those of you that have played games like World of Warcraft and stuff, you'll probably understand a little bit more. It's kind of like once that proc comes out, then you basically want to go ahead and dump all of your DPS skills. Also, before I forget, the dodge skill that you have has like a really cool animation. It does like this backflip. It's honestly really, really cool. I don't know if any of the other classes do it. As far as I'm aware, they don't. But yeah, that's basically the Dragoon class. I'm going to go ahead and actually show you guys what my character looks like currently without any of my cosmetic stuff on. Now, as far as I'm aware, the armor that I'm wearing is not from the Tower 2, but the weapon that I have is the legendary one that you get from Tower 2. Unfortunately, I only have it at level 76 right now, but I did get one with 9 upgrades, and it's called the Corrupted Trident with 1500, almost 1600 attack power, 2% bonus health regen, 4% attack up, and 60% resist knockdown. As for the armor, this one is called Aqua Flame Master. I only got the one with 8 upgrades, and honestly, it really isn't that great. Maxed out at 68,000 health. As a matter of fact, the 75 armor that I was wearing before this, I think has even more health than this one. But for the sake of gear level, I kind of just threw it on so we can progress through this quickly. Now, for the rest of this video, I want to go ahead and do a quick little run through Tower 2 to really give you guys a quick explanation explanation on how exactly it works out, because it is a little bit different than Tower 1. I've noticed the last few times that I've been doing runs that a lot of people are confused, and just about 97% of the time I'm fighting the crab to get the key by myself, which is a little bit rough. You know, it is an elite enemy. Now, if you guys want me to do a video on the individual bosses, let me know and I'll record myself fighting each and every individual one and just compile it into one video. If that's something that you're interested in, let me know in the comments. Yo, I actually just got so lucky. I made it into this group with 0 seconds left on the timer. Anyways, like I was saying before, if you guys remember for Tower 1, it was a little bit different. You would go into individual rooms and then you would find chests, and that was basically how you got your tokens in order to be able to unlock the demon class. For here, it's a little tiny bit different. You do have chests that are spread out throughout the entire dungeon, except this time they're carried by an enemy, and let me tell you, that man does a lot of damage. Once I'm actually able to find one of them, I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. This is the enemy that you need to kill in order to be able to get the key. So as soon as you take it out, boom, exit has been unlocked. So again, really important, make sure that you guys are looking for that giant golden crab. That's how you unlock the next zone, or I guess that's how you unlock the exit is what I was trying to say. Hopefully we come across one of these chest enemies so that way I can show you what it looks like. But yeah, man, I have to say I'm really enjoying this update. I love what they did. This dungeon or raid, whatever it is that you want to call it, is a little bit big. I'm not gonna lie. It could sometimes take up to 45 minutes, even sometimes an hour to get this done, but I honestly have a lot of fun with it. The boss fights are extremely unique. Oh, there he is right there. Okay, so this is one of the little chest guys. It's called a chest thief and it is an elite. Keep an eye on my health here. Just watch this weird attack that he does that absolutely destroys me. Okay, well, never mind. This guy is an actual god. Also, another thing that I did notice that they kind of implemented that was brand new is these little symbols. They'll come up every now and then. You'll get one for the exit as well as for the key. So while it doesn't hold your hand, it does give you a general idea on where you should be looking. But I will say this, they don't last very long. It disappears pretty instantly. Dude, how did we come in here with like 6 people and there's only 4 of us left? Y'all really died in the very first wave? But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take down the very first boss, and then I'm more than likely go ahead and call the video there. Like I said before, if you guys want to see me go ahead and take down each and every individual boss, I will gladly record it and compile it into one video. But I was seeing a couple of people talking about the Dragoon class and, you know, saying that they wanted to see somebody basically go ahead and purchase it so that way they can see if it's worth it. So I figured, why not? I'll go ahead and be the guinea pig. This boss is so annoying with that tornado that he does. Let's use our ultimate here. I don't know, man. I'll say this, it's definitely not the most OP class, and it for sure has its flaws. Like, for instance, I've noticed I am insanely squishy, especially considering the fact that I was so used to playing demon. So the vast majority of the time I was basically healing myself, something that I'm really not able to do now. But for the most part, I feel really good about how much damage I'm outputting. I definitely feel like I'm doing my part, and it definitely 100% is a really fun class to play. Is it worth the 800 Robux? Probably not, just mainly because half of the fun in these updates is grinding for the class as well as grinding to get, you know, the best gear. So no, I don't personally recommend spending the 800 Robux. I did it because I like being the guinea pig. But yeah, we've gone ahead and successfully taken down the very first boss. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all types of different content. Thank you guys so much for all of the support lately. I really do appreciate it. We're on our way to 32,000 subscribers, and it really does mean a lot. Thank you guys. Make sure to go to the description and join the Discord. I would really appreciate it. So would the people that are talking to themselves in general. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for today. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.